going on YouTube? rdapdan here. I hope you guys are having an amazing Tuesday so far. As you know, in most of our videos we're talking about positivity, what you can do to prepare to go to federal prison. Once you get into federal prison, what are some things that you should be engaging in, help your time go by, stay out of trouble. One of those things might just be cooking. A lot of people enjoy getting in the kitchen. A lot of people enjoy throwing down some awesome meals. And it's really not that different in federal prison. You've got a lot of time on your hands in federal prison. So instead of engaging in craziness, why not involve yourself in making some really enjoyable meals? So today we're going to talk about prison fried rice, which I think is absolutely amazing, to the point Shelly and I still eat our version of fried rice versus many other options that are available in the free world. So we're going to show you today how we're going to go through and prepare this. So let's kind of jump right into this a little bit here. Here we've got some different ingredients, and I will make sure I post a picture of what we got going on here. You've got your rice. We're using brown rice. The other main ingredient in that is going to be 1 package of ramen noodles. So you've got your ramen noodles, you've got your rice. We'll put that off to the side for a second. Different ingredients here. In prison we have Asian hot sauce. I couldn't find the exact version of what we used in prison, so I found something that I thought was going to be close to it. It looked similar, and this is just the Oriental sweet chili sauce, as you guys can see it there. And then we've got simple things like summer sausage. Summer sausage is something you can purchase on the commissary. This is going to be the meat that goes in the fried rice, and we're going to show you how we prepare that prior to putting it into the rice. And then we've got a little pepper, Tepsi, which is a very secret key ingredient, adobo, garlic powder, onion powder, chili powder, and a little Kikkoman soy sauce. And also in prison we have something called California Gold, which is like a trail mix. It's got banana chunks in there, it's got apricots. I couldn't find the exact version of that either in the stores around here. So this is just a little bit of trail mix with some raisins mixed into it. It adds a really good flavor to the fried rice, and the raisins really bring out the sweetness to it that can't really describe until you've tried it. So we're gonna do our best. And of course, you've got your olive oil. So now we're gonna show you how all of this gets put together step by step. First thing you wanna do in prison, you're probably gonna have decent sized bowl, which is going to be like a plastic Tupperware bowl. In this situation we're going to be using a glass bowl. This is what the rice and the noodles are going to go in. So with the rice, and you don't have measuring cups in prison, so we are improvising and using an actual measuring cup. Being this is for Shelly and I, we're going to go with about a cup of rice. The lid's flipped. Now I'm choosing to use brown rice. You can use white rice, brown rice, whatever you want. In prison, you also have the option of brown rice and white rice. Next, we're going to grab the ramen noodles. So what you want to do with the ramen noodles is you want to put a little hole. Actually, we're going to open it all the way up, and we're going to take out the seasoning packet, because we're not using the seasoning packet. Then we're going to crumple it up. Okay, so now we have our ramen noodles all crunched up. We're just going to mix it right in with the rice. Don't be a litter bug, dispose of your garbage. Okay, so you got options. There's no right way or wrong way, or maybe there is, but I don't know what it is. You can add a lot of your seasonings before, after. I like to fry the rice just with the noodles and the rice first before I start adding the other seasonings. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add a little bit of olive oil to this mixture, and you're just going to eyeball it here. I would say that's about a quarter to half a cup of olive oil, maybe a little bit less. I'm going to put the olive oil off to the side, may need more later, you never know. Now we're going to put this off to the side here for a second, and we're going to bring over our cutting board. So in prison, you're not going to have an actual cutting board. You're going to makeshift anything you can use into a cutting board. Some people just use the top of their lockers. Some people are able to get things from different areas on the compound where they work. We used to have a lot of like the Formica countertops, where the Formica would come off, and we would use big chunks of those as cutting boards. We would use little chunks of those as knives to cut. You can't purchase knives in prison, so it's not like you have access to knives. You either got to use a spoon. Basically, you're going to find things that you can use to cut your food with. Whatever you can find to use is going to work in prison in a crunch. So for this instance, we have an actual cutting board and an actual knife. And we're going to take our summer sausage. Prior to prison, you would never catch me eating summer sausage. It looks absolutely disgusting, but when it's done right, it tastes really, really, really good. And you can use as little, as much as you like. That's about all I'm going to use. Stick him off to the side. I'm going to go ahead and peel the skin off of it there. Summer sausage has got like a skin around it to hold the meat together because it's like a processed meat. And the good thing about the summer sausage you get in prison is it doesn't need to be refrigerated. So I'm not sure how they're able to sell all this meat in prison, but it's got all kinds of preservatives in there that do not require it to be refrigerated. So that makes it really convenient for just putting it back in the wrapper and throwing it back in your locker when you're done with it. So then we're going to cut up our summer sausage. Alright, so there you have it. Summer sausage cut up. We're going to put that into a different bowl. So go ahead and put your summer sausage in a bowl. We're going to use a little bit of this Asian sweet sauce we got here. It's going to dump some right in there. Put a little onion powder. A little garlic. Some pepper. And a little bit of chili powder. And then we've got our authentic black prison spoon. Just mix it up a little bit in there. And now we're going to head over to the microwave because you don't have ovens in federal prison. So everything you're going to be using more than likely will be cooked with a microwave. Okay, so we're here over at the microwave. We're going to go ahead and start cooking our food a little bit, getting it ready. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and cook this meat up and kind of show you what it looks like right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick this in the microwave, and about every 45 seconds we're going to stop it, stir it, put it back in. For this amount of meat in the microwave, it's probably going to take about 3 or 4 minutes to get the meat cooked all the way through. So let's go ahead and get to that process. This obviously isn't the type of meal you're going to eat all the time if you're trying to get into shape and you're trying to eat healthy. But once in a while, you're going to have a fun cheat day. You're going to go out and eat anything and everything. This same ingredients of making this rice is the same method that we use when we make burritos. This is the filling for the actual burrito as well. We usually just add a lot more meat versus the rice. But I'm telling you, this fried rice can be used for so many different preparation of meals in prison. Alright, so here you go. You kind of get a look at it. So we put that off to the side, and now we're going to do the same thing with our rice. We're going to stir it up a little bit, get the oil all mixed in with the rice and the noodles. And a lot of people like to add their seasoning at this point, where I like to add mine after the fact. So however you want to do that is up to you guys. From what I can understand, there is no wrong way. All right, so now we've got it all mixed up. Just same idea, we're going to stick this in the microwave. About every 45 seconds, you're going to take it out and stir it. This will burn fast if you're not keeping an eye on it. And the microwaves in prison are very high-end industrial types of microwaves made for many, many uses. So be careful cooking your food in the prison microwave. And here we go again. I will not make you watch all of this. I will either fast forward, speed up the process, or just cut all this bullshit out and show you the final product. And then once the rice is finished, it's important that you are prepared to dump your ingredients into it right away, because this is where the process of the fried rice really takes place. So I'm going to go ahead and set up the camera so I can show you guys that angle coming up next. Okay, so when the rice comes out of the microwave, this is when the magic happens. So we have a cup here that is a little less than halfway filled up with water. Can of Pepsi. You're going to go ahead and open that can of Pepsi up. And add it into your water. A little bit of your soy sauce. And then right into the rice it goes. You're going to put in the rest of your ingredients. Mix this all up. I'm going to go back in the microwave. Well, there you have it, guys. Federal prison style fried rice made with your favorite YouTube host, rdapdan. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you actually attempt to try to make this rice, maybe even before you head off to federal prison, and see what's in store for you. Guys, I love every single one of you. Make sure you subscribe, share, tell the world what we're trying to do. We're trying to help people prepare for federal prison. Not everything has to be super serious 24/7. I know you guys are going through a lot of anxiety. There's a lot of stress, a lot of sleepless nights. Best thing I can say, guys, is take one day at a time. Focus on what's within your control. Try not to focus on things that you have no control over. And remember, people helping people, community is method, one day at a time.